another friend, subscribers around the world. We got time. Heck yeah, man. So this morning, or this afternoon, I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know what time of day it is, man. Holy crap, everything's still frozen, I'll tell you that. Everything's still froze. Look out, Grizz. Look out, dude. So this morning, or this afternoon, I think I already said all that crap. Today, how's that? Today, right now I'm going to separate out some of this. Brought that Pondo in yesterday. I got a bunch more of it to get. Well, it's kind of get it as I need it. The one thing that really makes me happy about that is now I can save some of these building poles for building. You can't see it right now, but the kind of porch thing around the processing area, wood processing area, you know, it's partially framed in, and I need to, that's what some of these poles are for. Sawed up quite a few of them, but still have quite a few, so I'm going to separate those. Some of them that I've cut on and stuff that ain't building worthy, then I'm going to go ahead and finish up sawing up them. But today I was going to talk about, you know, I got a few comments, well, 3 or 4, not bad ones. You know, I get those too. But I had 3 or 4 people saying, well, Danny says, you know, Danny at Deep South Homestead, Danny Wanda, man, I like Danny Wanda. Been watching him off and on for years. And had, like I said, 3 or 4 people message me, well, Danny says it's going to be the hottest summer on record or something like that. And you got to remember, man, me and Danny, we're a long ways away, man. You know, he's down, what are they, Mississippi? You know, I'm all the way up here in, you know, the Rocky Mountains of Idaho. You know, so there's a big difference. The chance that, man, I ain't saying yay or nay, man, and, you know, but the stuff that I'm reading and watching, you know, I talk about the year without a summer and all that, doesn't mean the whole, you know, just every area in the States or whatever. Let's go over here. Burn some cottonwood and stuff down here, but, so back to the, you know, Danny and Wander, or Danny down Deep South Homestead. Like I said, man, we're a long ways, you know, that's a lot of regions apart, man, and completely 100% different. Heck, man, I was watching some of their videos this morning because I was trying to find the video because people keep telling me that Danny's saying that, so I was watching and skimming through some videos to, you know, because I definitely, man, I'm interested in what he has to say about it, man. Danny's a wise man. I was going to catch you on fire there. Hey, I was kind of sideways. I was going to catch you on fire for a minute. So, man, like I said, man, I've watched Danny and Wanda, their channel for years, man. You know, I don't tune into every regular one. I've dropped off the last few years for no real reason other than just like him saying, you know, that's what they're predicting, or that's what he is thinking or foreseeing, you know, the future of down there. Like, man, they were picking, man, well, I think it's in the greenhouse, but man, strawberries and flower, you know, they got flowers. Man, that's when I stopped was I think it was before the pandemic, you know, and I didn't stop watching them. I still tune. I love his porch time. Homestead hippies, man, I love it. But his planning, I mean, man, he's down there, man, I don't even remember what it was. I don't even know how long ago, man, before the pandemic, I think. And man, here he's you know, planting stuff and all this, man. I had 3 or 4 foot of snow out here on the ground still, and they're down there, you know, planting. You know, I was like, well, dude, this, you know, this ain't this ain't doing me no dang good, man. I need, you know, folks in my area, man, or region. So let's kind of backed off on some of that, but man, he's you know, I think Danny's, you know, if you're watching, hey man, you know, because he's got it on the actually, I don't know if it's a private message or email, or if he just on one of these videos commented, but it was when I was going through some crap with my hydraulics on my tractor, you know, and he suggested something to do. I did it, man. It worked, man. He knows his international harvesters too. So, you know, anything I'm saying, man, definitely not against what, you know, Danny is saying or Wanda is saying, any of that. Other than, you know, I just want to say it's the region, you know, that, man, he's all the way, dude, he's deep, I mean, deep south Homestead, man. He's deep south, man. I'm far north. You know, man, watch one of their videos today, man. They're out there in short sleeves, man, living it. You know, man, they're planting and all that. I still got, I don't know, 16 inches of snow and a heck of a lot of ice. And then he was talking, though, that they've been getting a lot of frost because the weather patterns are changing everywhere. All right, so now let's go with what I'm saying about the, you know, I keep saying the year without a summer, all that. Do I know that's going to happen? No. Do I know that we're not going to have the hottest summer ever up here? No. Do I know that Danny's going to have the hottest summer ever down there and I'm not even going to have a summer up here? No. You know, none of us know for sure. It's all, you know, speculation or whatever you want to call it. And the stuff that I'm reading is, you know, going along the stuff that's happening up in the, you know, the atmosphere and in space. And there's another chemtrail. We won't get into that one today. But, you know, the one I was listening to this morning, I haven't finished it. It was David Devine. You know, and I've been reading a lot of stuff. Not just David Devine, but I mean, other stuff. But man, I found there's another podcast. It's over at Rumble with him and another guy, you know, and talking about that comet that is going through. I think you can still see it up here. You know, talking about when that went through, I can't even get all in it, man. All that technical stuff, you know, and the planets aligning and all that stuff. Dude, there's something to that stuff, man. I'm a 100% true believer in that. You know, the solar storms and all that. And that's the one thing I like about DAP 2030 is, you know, for the most part, sometimes it gets all technical and loses me some. But for the most part, I mean, he talks it in a normal, you know, tells it to you so that you somewhat understand what he's talking about, man, because there is stuff going on. But my main thing, man, anybody's got the link, or if Danny, if you're watching this, man, if you got, send me the link to the video where you're talking about the, you know, the hottest summer or something on record. You know, we just had, when was it, 4 days ago? The coldest, what was it, Mount Washington, the coldest recorded wind chill factor ever in history. I think it was 4 days ago, man. And where's that at? Well, I can't remember what state that's in, but Mount Washington. And I'm trying to remember. I should have wrote that stuff down. That was 140, minus 140 below zero, or man, anyway, ever recorded in history in the whole world, man. That was the coldest wind chill factor ever recorded in history. You can look it up. But, you know, and that's, you know, in east, you know, so that would be east of me and north of Danny. And one of the things that what I was listening to this morning, you know, of where this has happened before this year without a summer, you know, when it's happened in the past, and where they're predicting things to happen this year, you know, or it's all in progress now, and these weird, you know, it's weird weather, because you got to admit it's definitely weird weather, is that stuff's actually, do I know that we're going to have the year without a summer here in the, you know, the Northwest, Pacific Northwest, Rocky Mountains? I don't know that, man. Everything that I'm reading and where David's at, he's in Tennessee, and, you know, the stuff that he's talking about or predicting or whatever you want to call it, all of that is in the Northeast. So what happens in the Northeast, so north of Danny or west or east of us, it could be completely different. What happens here, what happens down there, what happens over there, man, it's all, who knows what's going to happen. Things the main thing is, as far as when it comes to predictive weather, man, whether you're talking, you know, none of us know. Danny don't know. David don't know. This hillbilly don't know. We're all just living it, man. That's all you can really do is take it day by day. You know, and pray for the best, hope for the best. And everything else going on. You know, everything that's man-caused, you know, is stressful enough. But the stuff that the whole Earth Mother will throw at you, that'll make that human-caused stuff look like nothing. So, what are we in store for? Who really knows? All you can do is try to prepare for whatever may come. You're never going to be completely prepared for anything. So, man, make sure you got a source of water, stock up some foods, all kinds of foods, dry foods, canned foods, you know, whatever. Because no matter how it turns out, no matter who you're listening to, none of us know. And I hate to say it, but it's some of the stuff I've been reading, you know, here we go again. But I think we're in for one heck of a crazy next couple of years, man. So all I can really tell you is to hang on. Make sure you go over, man, and check out, if you don't know who Danny and Wanda is, make sure you go over to Deep South Homestead and check out their stuff. They got a good channel. Make sure you go over to DAP 2030 and check out his channel, man. I love David Bond. And make sure you check out this old Hillbilly channel, man. Subscribe while you're here. And like and all that. And ring the bell and give a little comment or a little wave or something, man, to keep you on here, because YouTube has a tendency to do that. Check out Patreon. Check out the eBay store. I'm getting ready to do some of that right now. And t-shirts, decals, all that jazz, man. Good Lord willing. And them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.